This is my review of My Hero Academia, Chapter 225, Interview with a Vampire. Seriously? Seriously, that title? Seriously? Alright. Moving on. So, first off, I just want to say I was definitely wrong last week. I said, these 116,000 members. Well, when they all start getting ripped to pieces by a League of Villains, a bunch of them are just going to run away. They don't want to die over this. Nope, I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. One of them was turned to a freaking bomb this chapter, and nobody ran away. Nobody said, that's not right. Why would you do that, Miss Curious? They're like, yep, we accept being murdered if it means our goal will be brought to life. That's fine. I mean, really? These people, they are devoted to their cause. I will give them that, and honestly, that makes me want to see them suffer even more. I just want, giant gorillas show up and everyone to run away screaming. I just want to see them lose faith in their ideals, lose the will to keep moving forward. I don't know why, I just feel like I would enjoy seeing that. Okay, it's because I'm a monster. Anyway, so we learned more about this little town, Daika. Little town nested in the mountains with no roads leading in or leading out, which I feel like that should set off some red flags. I know there's heroes here to, tell people, no, it's fine. I looked into it. They're just, they like their privacy. I feel like eventually someone's going to realize there's something wrong with this town. I mean, they, big ass sign, no access, and they stopped I think delivery man? He looked like delivery man. From getting in. He probably told a few people, yeah, that was really weird. They wouldn't let me in. I mean, yeah, there was a guy in a cape there telling me it was all fine, but something felt really off. I feel like sooner or later someone's going to investigate this place and realize that there's something really wrong here. Anyway, the Gura says, no, they're not going to come rescue me. And plus, even if they do, they have the Nomu with them, and they'll just murder your entire town. Of course, Destro Jr. just says, nah, they aren't going to do that. I mean, look at the facts. They clearly don't have that many Nomu, and they're not going to... And it's not like they can just use them willy-nilly anymore. Which I hope he's wrong about. I hope at some point the doctor's like, you know what? I like you. I think you've proven yourself enough. Here, take 20 Nomu. They're just going to destroy the entire town for you. I just feel like the Cult of Destro needs to lose this battle. It would make things better, I think. I mean, I think we can all agree if just the League of Villains loses here, the Cult of Destro takes over, and they're the new villain for the rest of the series, I think none of us would really like that. I mean, the League of Villains has been built up over and over again as the final boss. And now we're finally learning about the members. So I really don't want them to lose here. I want them to be the ones we see in the final confrontation. Final battle, Class A versus League of Villains. I'm assuming all the adult heroes will be off doing something else. Then you get a little speech from Miss Curious. All the people here have been forging their bodies and minds, all to better their lives as people they really are. And that's why we're so irritated by you. You have no hopes, you have no ideals, you have no goals, and yet you're coming in here to our town! Our town! Yes, we kidnapped your friend, but still. Basically, they're just annoyed that the League of Villains has no real endgame besides destruction. And now she's giving this whole long speech. There's one guy is just stabbed in the neck behind her, which I really liked. Yeah, nothing better than when someone's giving a long speech and they're just, have the crap beat out of them. Think Loki and Avengers. Puny god. Anyway, Toga is certainly something else. I mean, she's fast, she has incredible survival skills, she's just amazing, and Miss Curious wants to know how, why, where did this come from? Also, we get to see her using her equipment, which is really cool. She shoots out 4 syringes to take blood from 4 people so she can, blend into the crowd so they won't see her. But what she didn't realize was that some of the blood was a bomb, which should have killed her. I mean, I'm almost certain it killed the other guy. That was all his blood. She only had a little bit of it in hers, but still. That's a freaking blood bomb inside their body. That cannot be good. But, yeah, they have no problem with being turned into living bombs, apparently. So the Cult of Destro is actually a very terrifying organization. Anyway, then we learned a little bit more about Toga. She was born the first daughter of the Toga family, August 17th, she's currently 17. She ran away from home right after middle school, and all her friends said the same thing. She was always cheerful, reasonable, well-mannered girl. They all wondered why. Why did she run away? It doesn't make any sense. But then we get a better look at her point of view. To her, that kind, well-mannered girl was just a mask. Something she wanted to be rid of. Something she wanted to tear off. And then apparently when she saw Deku in a suit at some point, I'm honestly not sure when that is, or I'm really curious about that one little panel of Deku there. Why, when is that from? I can't really remember him being in a suit ever. I mean, could that have been before he became a hero? I mean, it's entirely possible that she knew Deku before all this. Like, she saw him, stand up to someone and fight back when he saw someone being bullied, and that's when, the mask broke for her. They started to break, and she realized that she wanted to be free. She wanted to take off the mask and do what she wanted to do. There still leaves the question of how the heck did she become such a skilled killer after that? And even if she, was naturally gifted, there's skills here that were definitely being taught to her. And she's asked, why did you abandon all hope of normal life? And she replies, for me, this is normal. This is what I want to be. This is what makes me happy. Her normal is being a killer. And while Deku, I guess, may have started to break off that mask, she cut into herself and brought out who she really was. And if that wasn't a homicidal maniac serial killer, I would be very impressed and proud of her. But yeah, so to her, she was always this twisted monster who loved to cut and kill and stab and just take lives. But she hid that because she grew up, forced to wear the mask. That was what she thought was okay. That's what she thought she had to do. But then I guess Deku somehow convinced her, no, you need to be yourself. You need to be free. And she's like, you're right. I'm going to go kill a bunch of people. So, yeah, I have lots of questions about her backstory. And I'm glad we're finally getting into her a little bit. She's been a weird character since I first saw her. I mean, I honestly didn't think she'd last that long or be all that interesting when we first introduced after Stain fell and all that, but she's definitely interesting to me. She's definitely become interesting to me, and I'm just so curious to learn more about her backstory. I'd love it if whole next chapters flashbacks to her, being with her family, smiling, going to school, all that stuff, and then just one day she's like, no, goodbye, and she just, on her way home, she was stabbed the guy to death, and she's like, yes, I'm free now, and then somehow she becomes trained in advanced survival tactics and other things. I mean, she found a way to hide her presence during the hero exam, and Deku was so curious about that, so curious about how she did it. And they're like, no, we were never taught any of that in school. I don't know how she managed to do that, so I feel like she must have had a teacher at some point, someone who trained her in military tactics and something. I don't know. I think she showed up with Dabi, but I can't imagine those two were ever that close. Or maybe they were. Really not sure right now. So yeah, here's hoping we find out more about her next week. So yeah, until then, be sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments section down below what you think caused this change in her and what you think happened in her past. And until then, peace.